G'day everyone, Granitor here again with game 2 of the Faction Band Flash Tournament that Trolley put on, and today I'm playing against Obelix and he's brought Nervi and I've taken Glacier, and I'll go through my build. 2 mercenary cappers on the left, the Glacian spears, 2 of them. Then 2 Glacian swords backed up by Celtic Slinger. The 4 Glacian legionaries in the middle. 2 Syrian archers with them. And on my right flank, 2 Glacian swords and 2 Glacian spears backed up by another slinger. Glacian raider, and then my general is the noble horse. And for Obelix, he's got on his right flank the mercenary Germanic scout riders. Celtic warrior, 2 of them. Celtic warrior and fierce sword, and then 2 levy freemen. Very skirmish. He's got the 4 Celtic slingers again. Out the back he's got the 4 Oathsworn, one of them is Gen. He's got the 2 mighty horse, another Galatian raider here, Germanic scout rider, sorry. And then he's got the levy freeman, fierce sword, and Celtic warrior. So deciding to push my flanks hard, spreading right out as you can see, and trying to front off with his Oathsworn against my Galatian legionaries. He's going to try and come in here with his scout riders, get a volley off on my capitations. Got these slingers laying down a bit of fire on him, and then also got the Galatian spears ready and to throw a javelin at him or 2. So a bit of a standoff at the moment, doing some skirmish, but I know my skirmish is a lot better with these mercenary Syrian archers in the middle. So once they get to lay down a bit of fire on the slingers, they'll do an immense amount of damage, as you'll see here in a minute. He realises that and gets them out of there. Trying to avoid the Syrian archers, so I'll bring them out a bit further because they have great armour. I'll do the attack order onto these slingers right here, and that'll do an immense amount of damage on them. So they'll start dropping quite rapidly soon. Already down by 3 men and a lot of HP damage. So I'm bringing in the capitations just to turn them away a bit, get a few back shots. Same thing over here. He's pushing up his mighty horse to try and push my skirmish back. And he's going to commit a little bit too far. Did waste a volley on my legionaries, but as you can see now, his Celtic slingers are going down very rapidly. And with their back faced, they're only going to go down more quickly. Devastating these archers from the front and from the back. They can really do some heavy damage. So you can see there, down to 86 men. That dude's got an arrow through his arm. Well, he did have. Disappeared. It's a magic arrow. So they're just going down quite rapidly now, and that'll be the end of them against the Syrian archers who've only lost 1 man. That's why I like having the Syrian archers in the middle with this build. Just gives you a bit of a skirmish advantage, and once you're done there, you can kind of concentrate on the Oathsworn as I'm doing here now. Where I seen that the fierce sword was a juicier target. So I can win on the sides here because I've got the Glacian swords. I'm going to get tangled up with the Levy Freeman. You get a nice little precursor volley off there. Another beautiful little precursor volley. And the Glacian spears, these are a good unit. I like them. They're not too expensive, but they do have good armor stats and everything. So you have a look at their stats. Great melee defense. Charge bonus isn't too bad. Morale's pretty good. So I don't mind that. Right, so now I've won this skirmish engagement over here. Going to concentrate on these few swords, like I said. Give them a bit of a volley. Managed to get this Glacian spear around the flank. And then doing a charge order on the Celtic Warriors. It's a good charge. Devastates them. And they'll start dropping pretty rapidly there. Then I change the attack order straight back into this spear to get rid of that Levy Freeman. And then put my cav back out. So the engagement's happened here. I'm going to try and pin this mighty horse in. And his Celtic Warrior's all but gone. This Glacian sword's going to have a hard time against the Fierce sword, but I am still shooting it. Oh, I've changed my attack order with these to the Oathsworn now. Trying to soften them up before the engagement happens. Do some HP damage. So the Glacian sword, like I said, would go down to the Fierce sword pretty easy, but looks like I've got the advantage over here. I'm going for a charge. My horse is on the Fierce sword. Try and get rid of that. Glacian spear into the mighty horse, and that is never good for a horse to run into spears, especially them kind of spears. I'm going to wrap this Glacian legionary around the back to get rid of this Fierce sword now. I think. No? They're just walking along in the battlefield, having a good old time, wandering around. So get that scout rider before it gets into my skirmish. Same here. My scout rider, Glacian raider, into there. So I've got the left flank there pretty stitched up, and the Celtic Warriors into the Glacian spears, Fierce swords into the Glacian spears, and I've got my two Glacian swords free and ready to get a rear charge in here. Precursor in the back, and then they'll jump in here, and that'll be the end of that Fierce sword. Right, now it's time to take care of these Oathsworns. So I'm just going to lock them up front on, because now I've got the numbers advantage. Get my general in here, do a charge through the back of my own troops. It's still going to help against the general. So some rear charges going on now. Now I've won the left flank, I can just do the rear charges all day with my cav. That's a good thing about winning the cav fight, and getting rid of their skirmish, and concentrate on your skirmish to get some good shots on the Oathsworn, and then the rear charges as well. So I like to stack my flanks with the spears to help out my cav, so I do have my cav here ready to help out in this way with some good rear charges. Just mows them down. So that's going to get rid of that Oathsworn. In the middle, my Glacian legionary got a bit smacked by that Oathsworn, the general. But like I said, I've got the rear charges here to be able to recharge all day, so just concentrate getting rid of one oath sworn at a time. I do a charge in with my general here, which is a good charge. It does a good job on that one. Then pull my general out. So I'm just going to lock him up with my skirmish that's out of ammo. Then send my general in for another charge in here, so we'll watch this one up close. Do a bit of cinematic view with my general. And charge the oath-sworn general. And that knocked him down quite nicely. It's a bit of hammer and anvil using the slingers. My general's having a good old time there. Helped out by the slingers. And all over the field, he's breaking at the moment. Then you've got the just the oath-sworn that are hanging in there. The mighty oath-sworn. Nothing seems to bother them too much. The only ones on the field, but they're still hanging in. And that is that. Good game by Oblix. But, this Galatian build is one of my best. I've got it down pat now. And we'll have a look at the results of the battle. As you can see, my mercenary Syrian archers done well. Galatian swords done their job, but these Galatian spears on the flank are just excellent. I like them. They're very good unit. Galatian swords done well there. The middle line of Galatian legionaries didn't go too good, but they've done their job. Kappa's done well. And then you got for him the oath-sworn are really good, done well. So good game to Oblix, and I'll have the semi-finals up for you next, and we'll see how they go. Thanks for watching. For his skirmish, he's got the 4 Celtic slingers again. Out the back he's got the 4 oath-sworn, one of them is Gen. He's got the 2 mighty horse, another Galatian raider here, Germanic scout rider, sorry. And then he's got the Galatian spears, 2 of them. Then 2 Galatian swords, backed up by Celtic slinger. The 4 Galatian legionaries in the middle. 2 Syrian archers with them. And on my right flank, 2 Galatian swords and 2 Galatian spears, backed up by another slinger. G'day everyone, Grand Tour here again with game 2 of the Faction Band Flash Tournament that Trolley put on, and today I'm playing against Oblix, and he's brought Nervi and I've taken Galatia, and I'll go through my build. 2 mercenary Kappas on the left, Galatian raider, and then my general is the noble horse. And for Oblix, he's got on his right flank the mercenary Germanic scout riders, Celtic warrior, 2 of them, Celtic warrior and fierce sword, and then 2 Levy Freemen.